Miss Yellowstone. Kevin Costner's Taylor Sheridan neo-Western replacement is now available online. Following his exit from Yellowstone, Kevin Costner moved on to a different Western project, which premiered in 2024 but is now available on streaming. Costner starred as John Dutton II in the first 4.5 seasons of Taylor Sheridan's popular TV show. However, in between parts 1 and 2 of Yellowstone Season 5, news broke that the actor was leaving the series. Given that Costner's John was the face of the neo-Western drama, his exit came as a big surprise to many. In the months following the announcement of Costner's Yellowstone exit, more details regarding why he left emerged. However, many were also concerned with how Sheridan would write John out of the series. The Yellowstone Season 5, Part 2 premiere revealed John's fate, and the show was never the same. Perhaps John's ending was always written in the stars, and Costner's departure simply accelerated its timeline. Nevertheless, Costner quickly moved on to other projects once he was freed from the neo-Western drama, including his Yellowstone replacement, which can now be found online. Kevin Costner's first project after Yellowstone was Horizon, an American saga, an epic Western film series planned to have 4 parts. It centers around the exploration of the West in the United States before and after the Civil War, its timeline spanning 12 years. Horizon, an American saga. Chapter 1 was released in theaters on June 28, 2024, and almost 7 months later, the movie is available to stream on Netflix and Max. Unfortunately, Chapter 1 didn't perform so well in theaters. The film only grossed about $38 million against an estimated $50 million budget, making it a box office failure. However, Horizon, an American saga. Chapter 1 swiftly shot to the top of Netflix's charts following its addition to the streaming platform's library, suggesting it has the potential to succeed if the conditions are right. Perhaps the plans for Horizon, an American saga. Chapter 2 will be changed following Chapter 1's triumphs on streaming. Only time will tell what the future holds for Costner's Yellowstone replacement, though. Kevin Costner, who directed and co-wrote the epic Western film series, has been working on Horizon, an American saga, for more than 3 decades. So it's easy to see why the project means so much to him. When Costner's Yellowstone exit was announced, the actor revealed that his leaving was connected to his work on Horizon, an American saga. On June 20, 2024, Costner posted a video on his Instagram explaining his departure. He said, "However, according to Newsweek, there's more to the story behind Costner leaving Yellowstone. He and Taylor Sheridan, Yellowstone's co-creator and showrunner, had a falling out when Horizon, an American saga's filming schedule conflicted with production on Season 5, Part 2 of the neo-Western drama TV show. Rumors about the reasoning behind Costner's exit continued coming out in the months that followed, including that the actor reportedly was only willing to work for 1 week on Yellowstone, which Costner's attorney said was a lie in a statement to Entertainment Tonight. Whatever the case, Costner leaving Yellowstone undoubtedly opened up his availability. He was able to focus more of his attention on developing his epic Western film series. Unfortunately for Costner, though, it's unclear what the future holds for Horizon, an American saga following Chapter 1's poor box office performance and mixed reviews. The second part of Horizon, an American saga, was supposed to be released on August 16, 2024, a couple of months after Chapter 1's premiere in June 2024. However, after Chapter 1's disappointing box office performance, Chapter 2 was delayed to 2025. As of the writing of this article, the second film doesn't have a specific theatrical release date, despite its premiere at the 81st Venice International Film Festival on September 7, 2024. Costner seemingly still plans on following through on making and releasing the other 3 parts of Horizon. An American Saga. Chapter 2 is already complete, while filming Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 is unfinished. Ultimately, the future of Costner's Yellowstone replacement is unclear, but given Horizon. An American Saga. Chapter 1's underwhelming debut, it's looking bleak. The camera panned over the sprawling Montana prairie, where jagged mountain peaks kissed the endless sky. This was the land of resilience, where life was hard, but rewards were sweet. Miss Yellowstone, the new series that promised to follow in the footsteps of Yellowstone, wasted no time introducing its protagonist, a fierce woman named Leela Calloway, played by the critically acclaimed actress Ana de Armas. In the opening scene, Leela was astride a powerful black stallion, her silhouette cutting a striking figure against the rising sun. Her father's ranch, known as The Ridge, stretched across 50,000 acres of pristine land. But this wasn't just a story about saving a family legacy. It was about redefining it. A new matriarch takes the reins. Leela Calloway returned to the Ridge after the sudden death of her father, Henry Calloway, a grizzled cowboy whose gruff exterior hid a heart of gold. Henry had been a local legend, his name as synonymous with Montana as the Yellowstone River itself. Yet his passing unveiled a shocking truth. The ranch was deeply in debt, and a looming land dispute threatened to strip the Calloways of their birthright. Unlike John Dutton of Yellowstone, Leela didn't have decades of ranching experience. She was a lawyer who had carved out a successful career in Chicago, far removed from the dusty trails and hard labor of ranch life. Her return was met with skepticism from locals who doubted her ability to manage the Ridge. Even her younger brother, Cade, an impulsive bull rider with a chip on his shoulder, challenged her authority at every turn. Leela, you don't know the first thing about running a ranch. Cade spat during one of their many heated arguments. You can't just ride in here and pretend to be Dad. I'm not pretending to be anyone. Leela shot back, her voice as sharp as the cold Montana wind. But I'm not letting this family lose what we've built. If you're too busy chasing rodeos, I'll do it myself. The rivalry. Enter Miles Granger, the slick oil tycoon determined to exploit the natural resources beneath the Ridge. Played by Kevin Costner in a dramatic twist, Granger was a man with a deep respect for the land, but an even deeper hunger for profit. He offered Leela a tempting deal: sell part of the ranch for millions, enough to clear her family's debts and secure their future. You think your father didn't consider this? Miles said, leaning against his silver truck as Leela stared him down. He knew the world's changing. Ranching can't survive without compromise. But Leela wasn't swayed. You don't compromise with vultures, she said, mounting her horse and riding away, her resolve as unyielding as the Montana mountains. Miles wasn't her only adversary. The Ridge bordered the Broken Arrow Reservation, and the tribal council had long argued that parts of the Calloway Ranch were stolen from their ancestors. Leela found herself caught between the tribe's charismatic leader, Naomi Two Rivers, and her own family's claim to the land.